Gentle is a real three-dimensional character. I talk about this a lot. I've talked about this on other interviews and podcasts and things like that, or at panels. He's got a really deep, interesting backstory. He's got, and the writing of the show reflects this on everybody. I think it's a really well written show. It surprises you all the time. And he's funny, he's tragic, he's got some charm, he's got some real flaws. And I talk about this a lot too, because he's got such a horrible backstory, such a sad one, because when he just tried to do some good and he ended up hurting someone in the process, didn't mean to at all. But then his family didn't back him up. His family kicked him out of the house. So no one supported him when he needed support the most. And then, so he essentially can't deal with who he really is and with his real life and with his past. It's too much for him to bear. It's too much for him to deal with. Then he felt completely forgotten by everyone, even his former classmates. So that was just the final straw. And so he became a different person, not just to become a villain, but to deal with who he is, and or rather to escape who he really is. He's trying to run away from his life. And he's not trying to face it and make it better. He's trying to just run away from it. And he's using social media to do it. So he's on YouTube.
So interesting. It's so interesting.
That gets really deep, right? Because a lot of people these days who I know, no matter what their age, no matter what their background, they are getting into this idea that if you are not substantial online, then you're not substantial in real life. Do you know what I mean? If I don't have a lot of followers, if I'm not influencing, if people don't think I have an amazing life from Facebook, or if I'm not big on TikTok, then I'm not talented. I don't have, my popularity online is the measure of everything. It's the measure of my self-worth as a person. And I call total BS, right? That's really kind of sad. But it happens to a lot of people, and it's very easy for it to happen to people. And that's the downside of social media. I mean, social media is great for a lot of things, but that's one of the downsides of it. So I think I think that arc has a really deep message, because La Brava had a lot of pain too. She had a lot of pain growing up. She had a really painful backstory, and she was thinking of ending it all. And now she's going along with that whole thing. This is my new persona. This is who I am. They're both trying to tell the world, this is who we really are, when that's not who they are at all.